Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How's
I don't know
everyone
if you can see
doing?
what I wrote. Good. How are you feeling? Because you've been sick for like the last forever.
Much better. Much better. It was touch and go the first like 4 days. I feel a little bit better and then I would go downhill again. It's a freaking roller coaster.
It is.
I don't recommend. Everyone avoid the COVID, okay?
0 stars. Will not eat here again.
Yeah. Sonya's on the road today.
Yeah, I am not.
You're not at home.
There's no casting couch behind me.
No chicken.
There's no chickens, nothing.
All right. I'm just here. Nothing happened to me this week.
Nothing.
I'm actually quite boring. So
you're just news is good news.
I'm just vibing. You know, what day is it? I don't know.
Who knows?
It's Friday.
Yeah, I guess
we're recording Friday.
That's the only day we know.
Yeah, that's it.
What is everyone drinking?
Jessica has it in her hand right there.
Yeah, I do actually. I'm just my in-laws love me and like to drop off a box of Sleeman every once in a while, so I'm just dipping into those tonight. How about you?
What is that?
What is
beer. Sleeman? Oh,
beer. It's just beer. Sleeman cream ale.
All right. I'm leaning forward here. I have a giant mug. It says happy birthday. It is half and half. There is peach schnapps, another, so maybe it's like 1/3, but there's peach schnapps, there's white rum, and there is Sprite.
Yum.
So
sounds delicious.
There was more, but I got thirsty.
Sounds good. I'm drinking
not cold medicine.
White freeze. By the way, they should sponsor me because like every episode I'm drinking a Mike's or Captain Morgan's. So
yeah, but you said their red was bad.
Even someone else mentioned it tastes like cherry cough syrup. I'm like, okay, I'm not fucking alone. Like,
yeah,
I thought maybe it was all in my head. No, others think it too. So
okay, well, what's our topic this week?
Okay, so our topic is, what is something you don't understand the hype? Like people hype it up, and you're like, I don't understand why. And then the word, this one's good for Dommery, the word is like.
No, we're all gonna die.
Yeah, just as bad. I've listened to a few of our episodes, and she's just as bad.
This is like Chug the whole time.
The worst part is I edit some of them out. So like what? Oh no! So what you're listening to is less of that word than what's actually there. So
yes, but you can see all the awkwardness on YouTube on Saturdays.
Yes.
Okay. So
who wants to get the show on the road?
Well, we know we're gonna get people mad.
Like, when have we ever cared about people being mad?
That's why we're opinionated. Of course we are.
No, I'm not worried about people being mad. I'm just trying to figure out which group of people I want mad.
Which one are we targeting?
All right, so I can pick then because I was on the road a lot today and I saw a lot of it. Cars, anything cars, but mostly like you have nice little pretty cars and you just drive around in a line with your car buddies. Like that's why.
Oh, the Jeep life.
So I don't know what it is. I don't know anything about cars.
Are friends with other Jeep people and they have like
Jeep offs.
A cult, okay?
A cult. There's like the lowrider. You soup them up. They're like low to the ground. They got those like little dolphin fins in the back, to like keep them lower to the ground because you can only go 80, but God forbid wind blows or something. I don't know.
I know nothing about cars. I pride myself on that fact. I don't even know how to pump gas.
Yeah.
Cars are like now they start with like a button. I only learned with keys. I'm so confused.
No. I was like, if they could hold my groceries and my 5 dogs, that's a good enough vehicle for me.
Yeah, I would appreciate more public transit. I don't think every person needs to own a car. I don't see what the hype is in every individual person owning a car is.
Or like 2 cars. You got a summer car. You have a winter car.
I've been drinking this whole time. She said it like 5 times.
I don't say that often. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're just noticing it more. We're gonna notice, then we're gonna not notice, and then we're gonna notice
again. I'm trying to avoid the word. If you notice, that is what I'm doing.
I got the joy of playing with really cute puppies and stuff today. But now my eyes are so itchy and watery. And so if I'm distracted with that, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I was just going to say about the whole everyone owning multiple cars. Our street has so many cars parked on it that the garbage men have yelled at like our neighbors because it's so bad because like
your street's really narrow. Like,
yeah, oh my God, you can't go by it.
Really narrow. And some of the people will have empty driveways and their cars parked in the road.
Yeah, I hate your street.
I know, right?
I hate your street. I'm not gonna lie, I hate it.
Oh, and last episode, for all those that listened, we were talking about white pickup trucks.
Yes,
that's right.
And there are a multitude of white cars between 3 houses on our street. They own multiple white cars each, and one of those owns a white pickup truck. So they park it in the street. So I'm just saying, red flag.
Red flag. That's right. I called them a douchebag, but that was right. We said red flag last time. We weren't calling them straight up douchebag.
Don was.
I don't care.
What are you gonna do? Come at me, red flag, bro.
Bro.
Okay. I'm trying.
You got this.
There's a lot of like fandoms out there that I go through where I understand why they're hyped and also at the same time like too much. And I hate to say it, I don't like okay. I was never able to get into Doctor Who.
I love Doctor Who, but I hate Doctor Who at the same time.
I wanted to. I read up on it and I was like, this is something I would be interested in. Yeah. And I think I've watched like 1 episode from every season I could, and I just can't. I can't do it.
I don't know. I can't because they have a huge cult following, and I know.
That's why I was very careful. For all our listeners out there, I'm not saying it's bad if you like Doctor Who. I'm just saying I, as a boomer 31-year-old, do not understand the hype. And I'm not perfect either. I got into Harry Potter when I was young. Not so much now because of the whole JK the turf stuff. I've watched Star Trek. I've watched Star Wars. I've watched a lot of Marvel superhero stuff. Could not get Doctor Who. Couldn't do it.
I just don't understand how his personality can change. The Doctor's personality can change. Like, are you a different person when you change bodies? Like, I don't get it. You're supposed to be the same person. How come you don't have the same character traits? Like, come on now. Come on. Are you body snatching?
Oh, I wouldn't understand.
Are you a parasite? I don't know. They don't go enough into the lore of like.
I know. I haven't. Yeah, I don't know the lore enough to like even.
They don't go into it.
Yeah, even go into it. Like that's the worst part about it. Because like, could he be some? I assume he's some supernatural. He's a scientist. He's a doctor.
He's not. He's not a scientist, or he's not any of those things.
He's a chiropractor. He calls himself a doctor.
That's the hype I don't understand. Why do chiropractors think they're doctors?
That's now that's now going to be part of the lore.
Chiropractor? He went to chiropractor school?
Yeah, that's where he got the doctor.
Yeah, his doctorate. Chiropractoring, which isn't an actual doctorate, is it?
Exactly. No, but like if you go to a chiropractor, it's Dr. Blank.
Yeah, but like
not doctors.
Somebody who's selling me like essential oils to like smudge on my face say they're doctors, you know?
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. If Doctor Who's not a real doctor, then what gave him that doctor title?
Right? What are his degrees, his
I'm sure there's an episode about it, but you know what? I'm also probably sure in Doctor Who universe, there's probably also an episode that refutes that episode about it. Like they go to a different timeline and actually makes that other like that's what I feel like it is. It's all writers constantly writing.
let's just shit out ideas and we'll see if they like it.
Sometimes stories end, and that's okay. That's okay. I just made a lot of people mad. I'm sorry.
You probably did, but it's okay.
I don't think people are mad as what you might think. I think you're just worried.
They're just disappointed.
No,
right. They're not mad. They're disappointed.
There's gonna be people out there that are gonna be mad because they're obsessed. There are like that small niche of groups that are just gonna lose their shit. But that's okay because there's more of us that won't. There's a lot of people who don't understand it.
For the record, I appreciate Dr. Doctor Who stuff at like Comic-Con and stuff. Like, I appreciate whether they Daleks or Dialect. You know that.
I know. How do you pronounce it? If you're mad, please tell us the pronunciation.
But I've seen like cosplays of those, and it's like, and I'm like, that's so good.
They just recycled
that
R2D2. Okay, like that is. Get your own material.
Okay, that was a whole other thing. It just sounded like it was 5 stories combined into one that ended up branching off again into like 5 more stories. Yeah. Like that's all it feels like is a bunch of stories just spewed out into a bunch more stories with one same titled character who's also different.
Same but different.
Doctor Who.
Okay, so for mine, and you're gonna, I don't know. Okay, I collect books, right? We all know this. I like to read and all that. Thing I don't get with collectors is pennies. Why do people collect pennies? I don't see the hype. Like, I understand there's different dates and there's like errors and all that, but why? No.
It's history. You can collect history. And like copper is expensive as fuck, and that's why we don't have pennies anymore. So now you're rich.
I went through a phase of like thinking I would collect coins when I was like 8. And then I was like, but I need to buy jubes that were 1 cent at the time.
Just coins, like, or teacups. Like, I just don't see the appeal.
Stamps is a weird one.
See? I don't see the appeal. Books,
they are
because,
pretty.
You know, different stories.
Yeah, so get a painting.
I think I have like a collector's like addiction. I collect so many things. I'm a hoarder. I think I'm a hoarder, and I say it's a hobby. Like, I'm a collector of different things. I'm just a hoarder. That's what it is.
You're only a hoarder if it's like super disorganized. If you can find a way to organize it, then it's not. If all your like, for example, my room is trashed, but all my board games are in one space. Well, all my books are in another space. There's a lot of them and it's overflowing.
But the hoarders have different piles too. You know, like hoarders have piles.
Yeah, but then their piles merge. And I feel like that's when it's like hoarding's becoming
as long as I keep getting a bigger house, I can collect more stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
all right.
Have you not seen the shit rich people collect? Did you ever watch Cribs?
No.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford MTV, guys. Okay, I had free cable
they
only.
They collect vending machines.
Okay, not sponsored, although they did have my song on one of their shows once. But MTV.ca does like have like some of the episodes like streaming for free usually. So
I can watch some Cribs. I can know what you're talking about for the next time. I'll be like, hey, remember the last time we talked about this?
Rich people have a lot of stuff. They have a lot of stuff, but they also have real big houses with real big rooms where they can organize the stuff. I watched actually on Netflix, there's a new organization show. Can't remember what it's called for the life of me. I'm sure it's in like Netflix top 10.
Is that like that Marie girl? Marie?
No,
Kondo?
it's not her. It's a new company, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Run by two women. And their first project on the first episode is Reese Witherspoon's house because she moved and she got her new room has multiple walk-in closets. So she wants one walk-in closet to be dedicated to her acting work. So they're getting all like the props from her previous movies where they have to organize it in her spare walk-in closet that's literally just going to be to hoard her memories of movies she was once in. So
you know, you
just
have
saying,
money
if you think you're a hoarder, you're just poor.
That's right. I'm just
you
poor.
just can't afford a big enough house.
There it is.
There it is.
I just need a bigger house.
Billionaires. That's something I don't see the hype.
That's right. Billionaires. And why aren't you Batman? That's the hype. Like, how can you be a billionaire and not be Batman? I don't get it.
I bet you they all think they are. Or like they think they're like Iron Man or some shit. Like, I'm so smart or I'm so whatever. But then they're just like Lex Luthor.
That's right.
We're all the good guy in our own story, you know.
Main character syndrome.
Oh, I wish.
I'm tired of being an NPC, guys.
I know. That's literally how I feel sometimes.
Like, the world is just moving around you and you're waiting for your quest to begin. Like,
I'm just a sim on a game that someone left running. They didn't give me any tasks. I'm just going around filling my needs as I see fit. Sometimes I forget and fall asleep on the floor.
At least you still remember to go to the bathroom. That's all that matters.
That's true. You're
not like standing beside it, like, oh God, what do I do? Oh my God.
You gotta do all the sound inflections.
Your bits aren't blurred out, so you can see what you're doing. It's all right.
Oh yeah, you just get the mod.
That's right.
Yeah, you just mod it, so
just mod it.
You can see all the.
You can make Grim Reaper naked.
Yeah, you can.
That's right. You're like, what's up? How you doing, Reaper?
Santa naked.
I haven't played Sims since I was about 15. That was the last time I played.
Yeah,
I know.
It's a really good
their, like, videos and they do crazy stuff, and I'm all like,
yeah, it's a really good mental health putter-asider. Like, it's not good to deal with your mental health, but if you want to put it like on the back burner for a while, those play Sims.
I do that every day when I read, Sonia. Like, every day I'm living someone else's life.
You're fairy born?
Yeah, my fairy born. Listen, people on Book Talk, if they hear us, they'll know. They're with me on this, okay?
Yeah, so that's the hype I don't get.
Too.
The hype is fairy porn.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I'm not big into romance novels or any type of like novel where that is the main focus.
I don't care. Yeah,
like I read a lot of novels that have a romance type thing in it, but that's not the main theme of the story. You know, it's not.
I don't care that your sex life is better than mine. Like, you just make me jealous.
You should write a romance novel about someone who doesn't have sex.
Like a memoir?
Yeah.
I can totally do that.
I think that'd be good. I think there's probably not enough representation of that, to be honest.
Just people like I tried to get laid yesterday, it didn't work.
Well, not even that. Like, you can write it from like an asexual perspective.
I was just going to say an asexual, where they don't have like they don't feel sexual towards their partner, but they can still love.
Yeah, they can still have a relationship
with their partner.
Yeah. I just had a thought. And I was like, that's probably not represented much in romantic like books. You know,
I will do that.
I will do. That's why
you can voice over it. Okay, you can do the narration.
I'll do the audible.
Yeah, you'll be my voice actor.
I think that's what I like a lot about like fantasy novels, not Game of Thrones, but a lot of other fantasy novels. They don't need that to be good. They go on adventures, they finish their quests. Like, there's not a main focus on relationships. And if you can like do that and not need to have your rape or your sex or whatever, like, why does that need to be in books? But like, obviously if it's part of the story, it's part of the story. But like, you don't need that. So many fantasy novels are so good without it. It's just
because like I'm sorry, but when you're talking about certain stories, there's more to life than that. You know, and they seem to make sex and stuff a bigger part of life than I feel like it really is. You know, like I'm sorry, I am not consumed most of my day by like sex. Maybe when I was 15, I don't remember.
Right, I can understand that being for pubescent boys.
Yeah, but now it's like, okay.
Dahmer's like, I'm being attacked.
I know. What the hell? I love this stuff. You're all like,
I know.
Yeah, it's not for me. I'm like, oh,
that's the hype. The hype. The stuff you don't understand the hype for. That's the whole question. You don't understand geekiness. Dungeons and Dragons.
I do understand geekiness. I love Star Wars. I've watched 1 till 12 or whatever, and all the little like in ones. No, I understand geekiness, okay, but I also love reading about sex, okay?
Okay, so while we're on the topic of hype and sex, I just want to let any teenagers out there know the hype around sex, overhyped. Sex is great. Not even saying it's not. But the pressure as a teenager that you think sex is going to be in your life, it's not that big of a deal.
It's not as good as it is in the books. Let me just tell you that.
Yeah.
How you better in the book.
It is not like you're setting yourself up for failure.
And like at that age, you can do a better job yourself than with your partner. Like, that's
exactly. Well, especially as a female.
That's right.
like the memes where they say, oh, I said like 3 times.
We all did. I've just been drinking this whole time.
You know memes where they say, a guy can't find clitoris or whatever. It is true. It is legit true. There's so many guys who can't.
I watched a TikTok like 2 days ago where someone went around with a diagram to adults and was like, where's the vagina? And they're like, oh, it's probably somewhere up here. And they're like, no, that's the whole uterus. Oh, well, it must be down here. No, that's the vulva. Like, it's in between those things. You were
You'll
close,
get there, don't worry.
Guess,
and then like when you're a teenager, it's like 2 seconds of your life, and then you're stuck with a child for like 100 years. Like, don't do it.
Don't do it. It's just sex itself, when done safely with precautions, is not that big of a deal. Like it's not. You put more thought into it than the actual action. And and you put more thought into the consequences than the actual action. So
I don't know. There's not enough thought into the consequences. There needs to be more hype about consequences.
I don't know if that's hype.
I don't know. There needs to be hype.
I guess that's what Teen Mom and Unexpected and those shows tried to do.
I think it glamorized it.
No, they glamored teen pregnancy on Teen Mom. I hated that show for that reason.
Statistically, when Teen Mom came out, the teen pregnancy statistics started going down. So statistically, That's good.
That's good.
It's hyping it now, I'm sure, but they're not teen moms anymore.
So our age.
They are. Like Ernest with like Teen Mom OG. They're all about a year younger than me, and their kids are about a year older than Ernest, because 16 and Pregnant came out the year I was pregnant at 18.
Such a long time ago.
I know. Yeah,
they're grown-ups now.
About 3 when that show came out, and I had a friend who would watch it, and she loved it, and I hated it. I was like, okay, no teenager lives with like their parents and in a mansion or whatever. Like, there was only one girl that lived in a trailer park on that show.
No, there wasn't. Kale lived in an apartment on her own, small apartment that she got on social assistance for the first 3 seasons. A lot of them didn't have a lot of money. Leah lived in a trailer, but then she ended up buying her trailer and owning it. So I guess,
I only remember the one girl with the trailer, and then these other 2 girls
Chelsea had her dad pay her apartment. Like, Chelsea was privileged in that way.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't like her.
Macy rented her own apartment.
I like how you remember everybody's names. Like, they matter.
This is my comfort show, because I'm like, oh, I lived that. Oh, I wish I could live that. Oh, wow, their kids are assholes too. Same. Like, it just, it's relatable to me. I feel like because I'm like the same age and same kids, and some of their stories did relate to me. Obviously not now, because they're wealthy and known and everything else. But I'm saying from like the beginning, a lot of them, I mean, if we can go into Janelle being like homeless, like, so a lot of them, like the first 2 to 3 seasons did struggle, and then they started making bank, and then they all just didn't matter if you were a single mom of 3 kids and just out of school, you could still afford your huge house and all your stuff at that point. But in the beginning, it wasn't like that.
I think it was the Chelsea one. I think it was
her. Chelsea was privileged.
Drove me nuts. I was like, I can't watch the show. I need to walk out of this room because I want to throw something at the TV. Just a whiny little bitch. And
she wasn't whiny. Chelsea was good.
Is she the one with the boyfriend, like in whatever first season, I don't know. And she's like crying because her boyfriend's out late and she doesn't dump him, and she's all like,
Chelsea in the beginning was probably whiny a lot when it came to Adam, because she was 16 and like in love, and he was all out doing drugs. So the heart wants what the heart wants done. Okay.
Yeah, no,
but she's
18,
a lot better.
That
now.
was not me.
No, she's a lot better now. So she got better.
Do you know,
she got over Adam? It was better.
Drove me nuts, and I couldn't watch it ever since. So like maybe that's why.
Her dad's a dentist, and it like apparently dentists can give Botox. Like, I didn't know that, but apparently they can. So maybe not here, but in the States they can.
So like, if anybody's a dentist and they want to adopt me so I can get Botox, that'd be fantastic. I need a dad who's a dentist and gives Botox. Thank you.
If Chelsea's dad wants to be on the show.
That's right.
I forgot his name.
I don't think he's going to want to. I just called his daughter a crybaby bitch. So
yeah, but I defended. So now
defend.
Now we're even.
Opposite sides. And I said dentists who can give Botox are good. So maybe that's the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So push it to the side.
John doesn't understand the hype around Chelsea's dad.
No. That's right. I don't understand the hype about anything.
So the hype, I don't understand, is reality TV. Like, secondhand embarrassment.
I actually like reality TV.
I know. I'm alone
drama.
on this one. I think so many people love reality TV, and I just I'm so alone. I'm like, I don't care what those people are doing. I'm struggling in my own fucking life. Like, let me do what I'm doing.
Why we watch it. What? That is why we watch it. We watch it to watch other people struggle, so we get to not.
They're not struggling. They're not struggling.
Yes, they are.
Struggling.
Do you not watch Jersey Shore? Run,
Survivor.
It.
Like, do you not remember Survivor?
None of them are struggling.
Are you friends with her? Are you friends with her?
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. You're quoting things. I don't fucking know what that is.
Okay. You have to watch. It's been trending on Twitter.
Okay.
Netflix.
Oh, Sammy or whatever her name is.
What?
Is her name Sammy?
Oh yeah. Oh, who I was talking about? Yeah, that's Jersey Shore, which you can watch on MTV.ca. Anyway,
right?
No. And Crave. They have it on Crave. But no, I'm specifically. What's it called? Ultimatum. Nick Lachey and his wife are the host, and they really don't do a whole lot other than cause drama. And Nick is always defending the guys, and you always see him in the back going. For those just listening, I'm what?
That's not his second show because doesn't he host?
They host Love is Blind. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ultimatum's basically so Love is Blind is great too, but Ultimatum, chef's kiss. Okay. It's 6 couples, and in each couple, one person gave an ultimatum, whether that's marriage or kids. That seems to be the only 2 ultimatums. Marriage or children. Some of them, the men made it. Some of them, the women made it, but one person each couple. Well, they have to spend a week where they're all commingling and dating each other to find wait to find someone that they're gonna bunk with and pretend to be married to for the next 3 weeks to see if the person they're currently with is 100% the right person. And then they spend another couple weeks back with their current spouse, and then they have to decide, are they going to accept the ultimatum? and it's as great as you're imagining it. Everyone is insecure. It's 12 super hot people that are all insecure dating each other in front of their spouses. It's exactly what you think it is.
That
it's
sounds
amazing.
intense. Was there pineapples?
How could Sonya not like that? Sonya's all reality TV.
Because it's not real. It's not real. It's not. But
Fantasy's not real.
No, because they do stupid, cringy shit, and it's so cringy.
Embarrassment is fun.
It hurts my heart, and it makes my bones hurt, and it's a sensory thing. I can't describe it.
There's an episode of Jersey Shore where Snooki peed on herself in the club.
That happens in real life. Okay, I've seen it.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it recently, and I don't have it videotaped, so I can always just go and watch the episode of Snooki.
You can watch people pee themselves on TV because someone recorded it. But I've been to clubs and people pee themselves, and then they try and hide it, but you can tell.
Your favorite reality TV show, Dawn?
I don't know. Maybe it is Love is Blind because that was really fun.
I bet you.
Or Too Hot to Handle. That one was good too.
I couldn't watch Too Hot to Handle. I was too.
The Circle was really good.
Oh, The Circle. You are right. You're right. The Circle.
That one was really good.
When I was in grade 9, there was an actual reality TV show I liked, and I loved this girl's hair. It was red with bangs. I think her name was Charlotte. And then she used this guy and friend zoned him in the end. It was Fantasy Island or something. And she's like, "Oh, I love you," but then he's like, "I love you," but then she's like, "Ah, just kidding." And then she used him to win.
Do you remember what was it called? Rock of Love and 2 shots of tequila with Love with Tequila.
Yeah. There's a Flavor Flav one, and then Shot at Love with Tila Tequila. Yeah.
I was just thinking of Rock of
Love.
Tila
Tequila's a flat earther, by the way. Flat earther.
That's a hype I don't understand.
Yeah.
What the dinosaurs got tipped off? Is that where they went? You know what I mean?
No.
meter hit.
If the earth was flat, someone would have found a way to make money off of it by now.
Yeah.
Right? Like a slingshot to get us to the other side?
Ultimate skydiving, or was it bungee jumping? Yeah. But no one would just sit on that information and not make $1 off of it.
Like, you could go to the edge. Why haven't we gone to the edge yet? That'd be amazing. I want to see the edge.
Let's go to the edge, guys.
Let's go to the edge.
There's a whole book that was written a million years ago about going around the world in 180 days or whatever it is. He went around the world.
That's right.
Around.
Okay, not to one but maybe it's around, like, you can go around a plate, you know, not around in a circle, but you can go around in a plate, you know, the edge of a plate. I'm keep moving my arm.
My question is, like, if the Earth is flat, say, are they viewing it like the Eurocentric model of a map where Russia is all the way over here and Canada and US are all the way over here? Because if so, like, you can see Russia from Alaska.
Yeah.
You can high five.
Like, they're literally, like, not that far apart. They just look really far on the current maps we use over here. I don't understand. How can they not?
Yeah. No, it's
red
really
flag.
hard. Red flag. It's really hard to understand people's thought process, right? Because you don't think the same way. It's not about, like, obviously there's a right and wrong answer here, but, like, how to, like, people, like, think in this little box, and like they can't think outside the box. So, like, it's really hard to think inside someone else's box. They're just obviously dumb.
As soon as they are in a conspiracy theory, the theory literally allows for no other train of thought, because you can't trust mainstream whatever, because that's obviously wrong. Mm-hmm. So it's like, who else are you going to trust? Like, you're going to trust the non-mainstream media, but if that same person tells you that the Earth is round, you're going to be like, you just listen to mainstream media. So it doesn't matter. There's, like, you have an excuse for why not to believe, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't understand the hype with conspiracy theories.
Or, like, other theories that, you know, there was this weekend there's based about. I don't want to, like, piss too many people off, you know?
Or what cults believe.
Right? Some certain cult cultures.
I don't understand the hype with organized religion.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hype.
Don't get that one.
One thing we can all agree on: organized religion.
Well, except that's the thing. Have your individual religions. I don't care what you individually believe. It's when it's organized and systemic and affecting people that don't believe that religion that I'm like, hey, that's a little too much.
Just too much. Like, how can you think your religion's amazing when you go to countries that aren't very educated and threaten them with horrible fiery death if they don't believe in your religion? And if there's like, oh, you know what, we're gonna do the fiery death, you know, have a nice day, then you kill them. Like, how can that be your fun religion that you really want to pass down a generation?
Well, and let's be honest, most of the people don't even know their own religion.
No.
Right.
They just go and listen to someone talk to them about it. Mm-hmm. But a lot of them have never even read scripture.
And
like,
they just do.
Yeah, and they're just like, oh, well, the priest said this today. So, and I'm saying this as I was part of a youth group. I went to Sunday school.
So did I.
In high school, when I was pregnant, every like Wednesday at lunch, I went to Youth Alive, which was a youth Christian group where we had a youth pastor come and talk to us about scripture. And I didn't believe, and they all knew I didn't believe, and I was pregnant, but I'd still go because I love to just debate this stuff. And they all thought they could change me. And the moment I was like, no, this is too much, was I went to a stadium youth church, where like all the kids, you stand and they have like a Christian rock group play. They have some young guy like pastor to you, you know, and we're all like teenagers going, well, and they make you sing along because they put the words on a screen. I don't know. And this guy was talking about how like he used to like he'd be beaten by his parents and it was God that saved him. And I had to be like, no, that was CAS. Like, and he was like, yeah, and then I battled with alcohol, but then I finally found the willpower. I'm like,
that's rehab. You know?
Yeah, I'm like, no, like are you saying that every person that struggles with alcohol just needs to find God? Because AA follows that same approach and people still fail AA. Like, are they, like, as soon as you start you're not believing enough, then it's just like, no, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah. Oh, ow.
Yeah, no, I have a friend and their friend has cancer. And this lady just messaged my friend and she's like, maybe if you convinced her to turn to God, maybe she won't die.
Right?
Who
if you pray hard enough.
Yeah.
If you
pray hard enough, you won't
right?
die.
I will punch anybody in the face.
If God was there, he would have protected you.
That's right. He would have put that force field around your mouth.
Cancer wouldn't exist. Then people wouldn't die of cancer. Do you think everyone who dies of cancer is not a believer? No. So saying turn to God, that's not going to do anything. That's not going to save you.
They have an explanation
Really
for that. I don't know what it is, but there's an explanation.
Yeah, well,
don't worry.
It's faith-based.
Right,
God doesn't need to prove himself.
Just believe. Listen, if you guys believe in God and the rapture is coming, I'll take your animals. If you want someone to love your animals, just give them to me, guys. I'll take care of them. Don't worry.
And again, if you individually believe in God, cool. Don't fucking protest outside abortion centers.
Oh.
And don't fucking complain about the Catholic school board because they shouldn't exist in the first place. And don't complain about religion in school if you want your religion in school. And don't complain about other religions taking on holidays when the entire calendar is based around a Christian calendar. Like Christmas is always off and all the stores were closed today on Good Friday.
No, there's more stores open this year. I'm so happy I was able to do grocery stores and everything today.
Good. People are trying to catch up on their money.
Yeah.
I feel like things are slowly changing too. Like we are having less strongly religious people in our generation.
Yeah, thank you, millennials. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
and I know millennials that believe in God, but a lot of them don't go to church anymore because they don't believe in the church.
Yeah,
like a lot of them still believe in God, but they just don't believe in the church, which I think totally fine.
See, like, I wouldn't call it God. I do believe that there is, like,
you said, like, so much, my cup is empty. It's empty, guys.
I'm almost finished my second. So.
Wait, there's still a drop. There's still a drop.
I have to go pee, so I have been holding off on drinking.
So, like, it's empty. You guys made my cup empty.
So anyway, I do believe that there is maybe some sort of higher power. Like, we can't just be it. However, I wouldn't name it God. I wouldn't genderize it. I wouldn't say that previous... I don't even know where I'm going with this. Anyway, I'm just saying that I wouldn't go with the Christian or even other religions. And
you're agnostic. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah,
some things out there you might not know what it is though.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like it doesn't matter
or anything. I do believe that there is something out there. I just wouldn't know what to name it or anything.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter about what you believe in, which is like everyone has the right to believe. It's what's the hype. It is like just
pushing it on others.
Pushing it on others. Yeah, where the hype. Yeah,
a systemic problem. I mean, that's the thing is a lot of even laws are still based around religion, even though it's not supposed to be that way. But it is.
Oh. There's hospitals that are based around religion. St. Joe's literally is named after a saint named Joseph or whatever.
Just whatever, yeah. Some Saint Joe. Some dude named Joe.
That guy. But yeah, like there's schools and hospitals. There's things that shouldn't have religion in it.
And politicians that actively talk about their religion, which I would say if I worked at Pizza Hut, because I used to work at Pizza Hut, and people were coming in to pick up their pizzas, and I would say, have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? They'd probably all complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? You don't go to a restaurant to get, preached at, and I don't hire politicians to be preached at. So I would say that should be a red flag.
Yeah, if you're there for the people, you have to be there for all the people, not just ones that follow your religion and not same skin color or a certain gender. Like,
which, let's be honest, a lot of it's all the same. Like,
I know,
Christianity and stuff is all based on white supremacy and misogyny.
Oh my God, so much white supremacy. That's another thing I don't understand. But I can't comment on it.
God and God's creatures, but you don't love certain types of God's creatures. You know what I mean? Like
because they don't believe they're God's creatures.
Yeah,
because the devil exists. Like that's literally that you can rationalize everything. Listen, I mean, NASA. Sorry, I was just gonna say quickly. NASA pays millions of dollars to a bunch of theologists to write out theories as to how God could still exist in case they find aliens. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Go, Sonia.
I'm very intoxicated. I forget what I was going to say, but that's okay. That's okay. I was going to say something, but we can pass. We can pass on me.
I don't understand the hype around men.
Oh, I do.
Would you like to continue?
I don't want to read about sex, but yeah, let's talk about men right now.
I just don't understand the hype.
The hype. Well, like...
Maybe you just like the appendage attached to them.
There is.
Not them.
I love my husband.
Not all Kyles are Chads, remember? Like,
yeah, not all Kyles are Chads.
I don't know. There's been other appendages attached to other not Chads. They've been great. I don't know. I like them.
As a whole, I don't.
As a whole.
Them.
Maybe as a whole. Like, yes, like organized religion, men are usually garbage. But the men I have interacted with are not garbage.
That's literally it. Individuals, okay.
Yes, individuals.
Become dangerous.
Yeah, but the group of men, like when a certain group of men.
Chads.
Yeah.
Most men. All men participate in the system.
The ones that listen to Joe Rogan, we know them. We don't like them.
I keep burping.
I like bi-wife energy men. Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
And just because you have a bi-wife doesn't mean you have bi-wife energy. By the way.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Does not make you.
I keep burping because I have to move my mic out of the way.
Yeah. We should have it for people watching. Every time Jessica moves her mouth away for burping, you have to take an extra drink. Just for funsies. Jessica has drunk gas.
Explicitly for our YouTube watchers, because you won't necessarily know in the edited version on our streaming platforms.
That's right. If Jessica cuts it out, then
you'll never know.
You'll never know. So, like, if you're watching, so you listen to our podcast on Friday, and then you see our YouTube on Saturday, and you hear how smooth it is on Friday, that's because Jessica's amazing.
Like, thank you so much. I'm doing my best.
That's because Jessica is great. She learned the software. She's not that much of a boomer, so it's good.
I know. Social media is what gets me hype. Don't understand the hype of Snapchat.
I love Snapchat. I
don't really use Snapchat.
I'm on it all the time.
Anymore. The only one who ever messages me on it is Sonia, and I barely.
I can send memes. Like, I can't really. Nobody reacts to my memes on Facebook, so I send them to individual. I know it's a pity laugh. Be honest. And so on Snapchat, I can send memes to individual people who I think might like them. And then sometimes they ignore me, but still I can just
that'd be me.
Spam it. It's Dawn Marie. It's always Dawn Marie.
I act like I have it off. I don't even.
I act like I have like 20 plus people on Snapchat. I talk to 3 people.
She talks to me and my other personalities.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not as popular as they make it sound.
Well, if we get more listeners, maybe Opinionated Lushes will get our own Snap.
And then I can send you
like private snaps.
Yeah, and then you get all the memes. All the exclusive memes.
The exclusive Sonia doesn't have a life memes. You want us to Snapchat? I'll give you a Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Pull up your score, don't worry.
Yeah. Except for my real life score is like 1,000. Like, I don't understand. Everyone has,
I don't understand the score.
50,000. You gotta send pictures of your face or like the sky. You have to do snaps where you take a picture in the Snapchat and not somewhere else. Like, that's what it is.
Not from your camera roll. You have to do it like live or whatever.
Live. Yeah.
Okay, guys. I'm ready to go because I've been holding my bladder for like
that's totally cool. We're getting to the end anyway.
Yes.
So this is Dawn's pee break. So we will say goodbye.
Later, Dawn Marie.
Later.
And everybody else.
Wait. Okay. Just to end it, do we have any last minute things we want to say to piss off our audience about things we are not as hyped about as they are?
Baby making. I've done it. I don't like it. That's it.
Well, we already talked about sex. You mean like just making a baby?
Yes. Means like pregnancy and like pushing.
Yes. Reproduction. Breeding. Yes, breeding. I'll go with that.
I don't like everyone. Not for everyone.
Not for everyone.
I don't like being pregnant. I like the act of breeding.
No,
I like
the act of the doing.
The aftermath.
Yeah.
The aftermath. The raising kids.
Those consequences we talked about.
The consequences. Like, if I had dogs before I had kids, I might have just stuck with dogs. Like, that's... I love my kids. Guys, I love my kids. I'm like an asshole.
No, kids are assholes.
No. I keep saying the same thing. If I didn't get pregnant young, I probably wouldn't have gotten pregnant.
Yeah. We were tricked.
God tricked us.
God tricked us.
I believe in him now.
I'm blaming him for all my actions. It's your fault.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna pee my pants.
Yeah, well, if you want to watch the unedited version, it's on YouTube on Saturday. Okay, thank you so much for
Bye-bye.
listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Whatever you're doing, good luck.